Welcome back. You're still watching the SABC News channel, and we're bringing you live coverage of the results process that's coming out of the Results Operations Centre in Tshwane in Pretoria, but also around the country. There's various ROCs that are happening there as well. And in the Northern Cape, all the voting districts have been counted, and before the results are declared, I think there's already some celebrations taking place. Let's find out now from our reporter in the province, Reginald Witbooi. Thanks very much for joining us. What's the story in the Northern Cape?
Good afternoon to you, Peter. We are coming to you from the Metis Periphery Centre here in Kimberley, and this was the venue for the IEC's Northern Cape's Results Operations Centre. But now flags and the banners of the IEC, it's down because, as you've mentioned, 100% of the voting districts have been declared. The ANC sitting at 57%, the DA at 25%, and the EFF at 8%, also coming in there with the Freedom Front Plus at 2%. Now in 2014, the ANC had 64%, so that's basically a decline of 7%. The DA had an increase. In 2014 they had 23%, now sitting with 25%. The EFF doubled their percentage. When they entered the political landscape in 2014, they had 4%, but they are now sitting at 8%. The Freedom Front Plus didn't even feature that time, but surprisingly enough, to many surprises, they entered or they are on the list, and they might have a seat on the provincial legislature here in the Northern Cape. Now, if we are going to talk about celebrations here in the Northern Cape, I haven't seen any celebrations as yet. If we are going to speak about political parties, the ANC had a press briefing earlier on, and they said they respect the IEC and they are congratulating the IEC for the work they've done in handling the voting process and the manner it was done. Also saying thanks to the volunteers who offered their time for millions of South Africans to come out and cast their votes. The DA basically said that they are not actually very much happy because they actually wanted to take control of this province. The EFF say they are actually happy because their percentage doubled this time around, and that they in the near future they actually want to see more people come out and vote for the EFF and also for any political party of their choice. Now, the turnout for this province was 64%. Now, earlier on also, when the ANC held at press briefing, we know that a new premier have to be chosen for this province. We know that the current premier, Sylvia Lucas, she is no longer, or she's not going to be the premier anymore. The ANC said that they've submitted 3 names, and those 3 names, it's going to the National Executive Committee of the ANC now, and then on the 22nd of May, we might have a new premier for this province, Peter.
Reginald, thanks very, very much indeed. So that's one of the provinces that's finished counting its voting districts, and it's one of the smallest, in fact, in terms of population, and perhaps why it was easy to count. Gauteng still continues to unfold, and we'll have more details on that. But before we